And both runners are underway. Now the goal for this first room is you got to try to clear out everybody out. You're going to have limited weapons. Dildarr did not do the manip, but gets a razor shield anyways on that second drop. SpaceColonizer did the manipulation and did get his razor shield, and he cleans up that room beautifully. He's going to be out in about 39. Yeah, middle 39. Dildarr is looking to be out at high 30, high 43. So about a 4-second lead for SpaceColonizer. Now it all depends on the drops in this next room. He's going to get invulnerability, which he's going to use to run around, kill a bunch of these swarmers. Dildarr also got invulnerability. Spreader for SpaceColonizer. He sees a nuke, he's going to avoid it. Dildarr looks like he got feet. SpaceColonizer uses the nuke. Razor shield for Dildarr, and now SpaceColonizer's got the razor shield. So we see two different styles of play. Dildarr is just using the razor shield to beat up everybody and everybody. And SpaceColonizer clears the room at 123. And Dildarr uses a nuke, has a little bit of spread out, has rockets, and he's going to be out at a 136. Or for SpaceColonizer in Eat My Shrapnel. That will help him clear out this room, keep those shrapnels. Sniped by the shrapnel. He loses his orb, loses the advantage. Dildarr is having an easy time cleaning this up with rockets, even though he is behind time. SpaceColonizer is hoping for a replacement orb. Dildarr using these rockets really well. And SpaceColonizer is out at 213. Dildarr out at 219. He has cut into this lead. And now we have total carnage. It's just a matter of getting a good weapon, getting an orb, getting a razor shield, and keeping control of that center. Neither one of these runners are getting afforded any advantages except for SpaceColonizer, who got rockets, used up as much as he did just to control everything. Now he's getting more rockets, which I want to tell everybody what he's doing. He's min-maxing these rockets. Like, he's using them to the best of his ability, getting everything out of the way, and then once he sees a rocket drop, he will grab that rocket drop immediately. And thanks to all those rockets, without an orb, he's out at a 309, which is a really good time. Especially without having an orb. He had an orb, he dropped it, but how much of a lead would SpaceColonizer have if the game decided not to be a jerk and hit him with a shrapnel on the blind side? SpaceColonizer 338 into tank trouble, gets grenades. He's going to use that to probably find a better weapon. Does with a spreader. There's the replacement orb that he's been looking for. Now it's just a matter of getting back to the center. He's got to worry about that second gunner, which he has not taken care of yet. And he's doing some good dancing. There's some rockets. Takes care of that other gunner. He's got to spend a lot of these rockets in order just to get back to the center. Dildarr, 410. He gets the rocket drop, takes care of the gunners. Now it's just a matter of getting to the center, and he gets sniped by a shrapnel. And that lead that SpaceColonizer really had has just expanded, and it's going to expand even more. Late blow up by the shrapnel delays him, but he's now into Mutoid Mana at 434. Meanwhile, Dildarr looking for rockets. He's going to get some. For him, it's just trying to clean up the rest of this room. There's a razor shield. Grenades for SpaceColonizer. Ooh, and because it's grenades, that's a delayed swirl. But he got zapped, so he could not do the ball buster. Now he's just trying to clear his way, gets a lobber, and what he's trying to do is hit where, oh, here's the spreader for Space Colonizer. Space Colonizer, he's got it, he's got the vulnerability, now he's gonna do a whole bunch of damage to Mutoid Man. Dildarr in at Mutoid at 517. Space Colonizer got a lot of good manuals, able to take out about 2.5 forms with it. Rockets for Dildarr, getting some good damage in on his Mutoid, but he is 3 forms back. And Space Colonizer is just getting good weapons. He's just got to hope that he does not get sniped again, but takes a death. He saw this. He saw the spreader. He saw the shrapnel. That's just a good heads-up play. He's gonna die again, but it's all for naught as the chest exploded. He's now on his final form, so he's not going to get any transfer damage. He's hoping for another weapon. It's another spreader. This should take care of him. If it's enough, he gets run over. Now he's got to hope the grenades stick around for him to grab it. They do, and that is it. Space Colonizer is going to win game number 1. And he does it with a time of 6:32. Meanwhile, Dildarr is trying his best. Spreader on the feet. Dildarr gets run over, but he's going to be blocked. So he's not going to be able to get that mass spreader damage. And Mutoid just mother henning that one rocket drop. Dildarr is just going to get as much damage as he can out of these rockets. Lobber for Dildarr. He's now on his final form. Unfortunately, he's missing a lot of shots. And he just got clipped by Mutoid. You hate to see it. And he gets clipped again. So now he's got to take a continue. And he is back, looking for a weapon. Grenades. Will this finish him off? Those grenades don't, but just a couple more lobbers and he gets clipped by shrapnel. He's just going to take out this shrapnel. Mutoid is done. And he will be out at 8:09. So game 1 to Space Colonizer. Both of our runners will be getting set up for game 2. And I want to tell everybody that we have a great set of matches after this, especially the next one. Second round winners bracket. And remember how I told you about the 2 people that knocked Space Colonizer and Dildarr into the runner-up bracket? They're going head-to-head next. That's right. Tapatio J versus Tetsuo. It is a 4 seed taking on the 20 seed. And the winner will take their place in the bracket final. They'll play the winner of Telio and Dark Lord Gonzo. Both of our runners are getting set up for game number 2. Space Colonizer up 1-0. Dildarr just trying his best to take a game or two, maybe get a PB. Who knows? It might just go to fruition. He might pull off one of the biggest upsets in Smash TV history. Both our runners get Razor Shields. Dildarr does not do the manip. Meanwhile, Space Colonizer does. Space Colonizer just taking control of the center. Dildarr is just camping out on that right side door. And Space Colonizer is done. He's gonna get out at around a low 39s. Dildarr is probably gonna get out around a mid 44. First drops are important in this room. Collect power-ups. Foot for Space Colonizer. Dildarr gets the orb. A good first drop orb. Now Dildar's just gotta get some form. Just control the center. Just be careful. Just keep control of the orb. Maintain it for the run. Rockets and Razor Shield for Space Colonizer. These are good drops. Both our runners are getting good drops and performing them well. Razor Shield for Space Colonizer. Dildarr. Space Colonizer out at 125. Dildarr is going to be out at 134. Space Colonizer using those rockets well. Ignores the Razor Shield. I don't know if he was actually going for it, but he's going to get another Razor Shield. It's his if he wants it. He ignores the Razor Shield. So, I guess he's looking for an orb? And Dildarr just doing good control of the orb. So, it's a good play from Dildarr. Space Colonizer at a 212. Dildarr at a 217. He has cut into the lead. Dildarr, Razor Shield, he's going to get it. If he stays control of the center, he can make up time. He could take the lead off this. And Dildarr, he's showing some of his, picking up some knowledge as time as he runs. He has ignored, he avoided the grenades. And now Space Colonizer's got the Razor Shield. Now he had rockets, now he's got the spreader. Dildarr just keeping form. The Razor Shield's gone, and he still has the orb. Space Colonizer is looking for an orb, but these rockets are going to help. Just because of how good the drops were, Space Colonizer is out at a 317. Dildarr just... all he had to work with was the orb. He has kept the orb all the way into the bonus room, and this is the first time we could actually have a little bit of product placement with some Taco Bell. But Space Colonizer's in tank trouble, and he's got rockets to use. He'll take out these gunners, try to have a little bit of control of the center. Decides to use a nuke, get a little bit of a breath. And now he's got feet. And he gets batted down by swarmers. Dildarr almost takes out one gunner. Didn't quite do it. He's got rockets. He loses the orb, but takes out both gunners. There's a Razor Shield. He's got that. So he can take a little more control. But now Space Colonizer's got the orb. That's going to help him out for the rest of the room. And he will be trying... he loses the orb. The orb got clipped, but he's still alive. Dildarr still has his orb. He has been playing really well. Now he's got rockets.
I'd buy that for $1.
And this is an amazing play out of Dildarr. We got a real PB chance for Dildarr. And it's only like a 10-second. He's only like 10 seconds back. SpaceColonizer gets zapped while using lobbers. And Dildarr is going to take out these gunners. Oh, and he gets hit. So the weapon is gone. Rockets, and he gets run over and he picks up the rockets. SpaceColonizer pops the arm. Rockets for Dildarr. But now SpaceColonizer finds a mine, finds a spreader. He's going to dive for it, and he's ready to take advantage. Ah, there's an invulnerability he's going to get. He's going to use up the rest of his spreader. Just to do a lot of damage. And he gets another spreader on top of it. We have the glitch joint. He's going to try to do manuals. He doesn't feel he's comfortable doing that, so he's going to dump it. Gets another invulnerability, gets rockets. He's popped it. He's on the final form. Dildarr steps on a mine. And the spreader is blocked. SpaceColonizer, he's trying to find the perfect spot to pile on the rest of these lobbers. He has popped the head. He's going to be done in around 619. But we need to watch out for Dildarr. He's got a PB chance. He is 1 minute away from a PB. If he can beat Mutoid in 1 minute, he will have a PB. So he's piling on the rockets. There's a spreader. He got a little bit of manual damage before he got ran over. Now he's got the grenades. Chest is popped. It's all a matter of Dildarr of just trying. There's a spreader if he could get it, but he's got to burn and continue. He's got to hurry up and get to it. Mutoid has pretty much blocked it, but he's got it. Now he's got to run, go back, get to him. Oh, but he gets run over. And the PB dream, unfortunately, has died with that. He does get lobbers. And there's more lobbers on the way. Head has popped. And a key. He needs weapons, and he's left with something that isn't the key to victory. Dildarr steps on a mine. He blocked. Blocked by Mutoid. That is the second spreader that he got blocked with. Ouch. So Dildarr's got rockets. He's trying to do it at the base of the neck of Mutoid, where there was a base of the neck. That's his final form. And a shrapnel exploded and took out Dildarr with it. There's a spreader, it means nothing. Now Dildar's just trying to finish him off and gets ran over. And finally, Dildarr takes out Mutoid. He had probably his best arena play, and it just got taken away by Mutoid. The PB is there for Dildarr. If he plays as well as he did in the last arena, he is going to do really well.
Good luck.
And here we go with game number 3. Whoever wins that, if SpaceColonizer wins this, he will move on in the runner-up bracket. Dildarr wins this, we have game 4. And once again, Dildarr does not do the manip. Razor Shield just melting away, just really weird spawn outs. And Dildarr picks up the grenades, but he's going to finish up the room. SpaceColonizer gets out like a high 42. Dildarr at a low 46, so about a 3.5 second lead right now for SpaceColonizer. And once again, first drops are optimal, and he wants a good one, and he gets feet. But he had a bunch of swarmers come in, so he's not going to be able to pick that up. Razor Shield for Dildarr, nuke to reset the room, but he's got to spawn out, so his kill ratio is good. And Dildarr just getting all the weapons. And grenades for SpaceColonizer, spawn out still. Dildarr has the lead at 133. Dildarr's got the lead. He snakes through that, but was unable to avoid the swirl. So what Dildarr is doing, he's using his invulnerability to take out anything, and taking out the shrapnels is a good strategy. You can't have more than 4 on the screen, otherwise you're going to bleed time. So he's focusing his energy on everything. And once again, 4 swarmers on the screen, he's losing time. Meanwhile, SpaceColonizer picks up his orb, so he's looking to gain time when it comes to this race. And they're pretty much even. Although SpaceColonizer's probably about 1 or 2 seconds ahead because of the difference in a timer. But now Dildarr has his orb, but lost the orb, and grenades on the feet kind of stole it away from him. He's got a replacement orb. Now he's got to try to get back to the center, but loses the orb again. Meanwhile, SpaceColonizer has his orb. He's controlling the center, avoiding what he can. He's going to take the grenade. He felt confident that he could keep the center and not have to do too much damage. Once again, picking up the grenade, he's hunting for good drops. He's hunting for rockets. He wants rockets to go into total carnage. He's got rockets, and it worked. The strategy worked. He's going to have rockets going into total carnage, which is all important. Meanwhile, Dildarr had 2 orbs, lost them both, and he steps on the mine. And there's the swirl of shame. SpaceColonizer heading up into tank trouble. He's going to take out the gunners with these rockets. And a really good use of the nuke to clean the room. He gets a little bit of spawn out. He's able to control the center now with more rockets. Just firing at the doors. Whoever's got the bigger spawn out, just fire at will. And more rockets. This is what the doctor ordered. Some good old vitamin R. Oh, and he had to really duck out of the way because he had those cross-fading shrapnels, all of them blowing up, and there was just no way he was going to be able to keep the center and avoid it. He is now out at 436. He is ready for his fight with Mutoid. Dildarr's got rockets, trying to clean up tank trouble, at least try to make this a fight. Lobbers for SpaceColonizer. He's going to use that to take out the gunners. He's going to try for the ball buster. If he gets that if he gets the orb, well, never mind about that. What he was trying to do was he's going to try to get that orb. If he could place it right at the base of Mutoid's neck, he will do a lot of damage. Probably as much as almost a half a 4 worth of damage. half a damage or a little over a third of a form. SpaceColonizer now just pumping lobbers into him. He's popped an arm. Dildarr into Mutoid at 523. Dead drop for SpaceColonizer. 2 invulnerabilities in a row, which is not good. And now he's got grenades. If luck doesn't go really badly for SpaceColonizer, he should be alright. But Dildarr dies, has to burn and continue. Now, grenades, in a pretty good position. Now, what you saw there was SpaceColonizer was phasing into Mutoid, and he did that with grenades. So, grenades were hitting that middle part of him. Like, if you take a look at Dildarr, your screen at Dildarr, you see the red block right underneath Mutoid's chin, and the jewel right on Mutoid's belly button. If you phase into him and you do damage with anything that isn't the pea shooter, you do 3 times damage. So with the grenades, it would be about 6 to 9 damage for each shot in that area. Dildarr doing good lobber shots. SpaceColonizer in his final form. There's lobbers, and this looks like to be the end of it, and it is. Dildarr fought hard, but it's not going to be enough. SpaceColonizer is going to be out at a 705, and he will take the sweep. Now that's just cruel game. Steps on a mine when invulnerability happened, just teasing him. Like, should have had this if you wanted to step on my mine, but you didn't, so nee. Dildarr is just firing off rockets here. He gets to the final form of Mutoid. He's hoping to grab those grenades, and he does, and gets ran over. Can he grab these rockets? He does. And he's hoping that these rockets are enough. This invulnerability will help ensure that he stays alive. Rockets weren't enough. Those grenades finish it off. He will finish it around 827. Almost exactly so. And that's going to do it. SpaceColonizer is going to advance in the runner-up bracket.